Hey everybody, I'm fitting ready to go interview that young fella, that Roger fella. He's running for the place over here on South Side. Now I wonder where he was last night. Now if my old self could roll out of bed, now some or another they should have came over here. But I ain't gonna say, hey, how you doing? I'm a pillar of the community. Hey, how you doing? I'm a pillar of the community. Yes, indeed. All right, then. All right. How you doing this morning? How you doing? That's all right. That's everything gonna work out just fine. Everything gonna be all right. All right, then, everybody. How you doing? Yes, I'm getting ready to go interview this fella, this young fella. They just who said he can make a difference. So I want to see what his difference is. You know, cause we need change around here. We don't need nobody getting kickbacks and everything and stuff. Yes, indeed. See, you know, I live over here. I've been living here for 122 years now. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest person over here on Southside, and they still let me have my driving license. Yes, indeed. Hey, everybody, how you doing down there? How you doing? Yes, indeed. You know, everybody know me. Everybody know me. Yes, indeed. Yes, how you doing? This is Roger Siegrist.
Yes, it is.
He ain't no kid to Ryan Siegrist, though. I don't believe so. Believe so? No, believe so.
No,
but
I'd be way rich and famous.
Oh, okay. Well, tell the peoples who you are and what you doing.
I'm Roger Siegrist, running for 3rd Ward City Council. I want to represent the 3rd Ward and bring prosperity to all of Statesville. We are all one Statesville. That's kind of what I'm doing.
But he is running for all of Statesville. He didn't say just some of Statesville.
No.
He said all of Statesville. And so what I'm ready to do, we get ready to have a sit down with Roger Siegrist. Okay, and I'm gonna ask him a couple questions, and he's gonna be very transparent on his ideas and what he think should be done to make all of Statesville a better place for everybody.
That's right.
Not just some people.
No, not some. Prosperity for all Statesville.
All of Statesville. Hey, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And people done failed us. Yes.
Yeah, there has been failings. And
Yeah.
it's time for it to change. And we've been talking about this for a while.
A long time now.
The time has come.
Yeah, and I'm 94 years old, and I'm still talking about it. 94 years later, there's no reason why we should be talking about it in 2017.
No, I moved here in 1995 to open a business on the South Side, and we were talking about the same things then that we're talking about now, and we're on the threshold of greatness. There are resources coming to the area. There's development coming. My mission is, even if it seems disproportionate, to get some resources into this 3rd Ward that I've been missing. You know, we stepped down here into the 3rd Ward. Can you shoot this house behind us?
Oh, I sure can. Look at that big, beautiful house.
Shoot that house over there.
Yeah, can you shoot? Look at them big old houses. Them some big old houses.
This is 3rd Ward.
This is the 3rd Ward.
This is 3rd Ward too.
Yeah, there's a big old house.
Let's look at all of 3rd Ward.
Look at all of 3rd Ward.
Let's look at all 3rd Ward. My house is right up here on the right. It's a beautiful house.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm having a lot of fun renovating the house. But that's not what it's about.
Right.
It's about what else happened on the other side of Garnell Bagnall. There's been a box there that's been ignored.
Absolutely.
It's been ignored.
Absolutely.
We walked down there. Were you there Saturday when we walked on that march?
Well, I didn't walk on the march because you know I'm a little old, but
Okay,
I met you at the Bentley. I was at the Bentley.
All right, you were at the Bentley.
I was at the Bentley.
And Sean was there. And I think that opened a few eyes to the fact that there are houses on the South Side that have just been neglected.
Absolutely.
They're falling down. There are problems in the South Side where no resources have gone to it. And you know, if we can bring some prosperity and resources to the South Side in the same manner that it's gone to downtown Statesville.
Absolutely. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Okay. Some resources to the South Side. Just like it's been to the downtown area.
Right.
And tell me, this is in the pipeline, but it has got to be focused and driven to happen. Property values can go up.
Right.
Did you know that 66% of the homes in this box that I described down here are rental? Why not have some ownership down there? Why
Come
not
on through.
figure out ways? Figure out ways to have people that had a house that needed some help. How can the city help? How can the city get an involvement between a city, churches, Habitat? I don't know the secret sauce. There's not one answer, but there's got to be some involvement down there to bring the same prosperity that you're seeing when you see this house right here down to that area there. And when that happens, then we can all help it prosper. Jobs can come down there. You know, the food line that closed. How many stores have closed down there?
Everything has closed except for the Family Dollar. That's the only store has remained, and they have redid everything in their store because some people don't have cars and everything. So they redid their inventory to cater to get some grocery stuff, like some.
Let me ask you this: are they loved in the community?
They are. Family Dollar is much loved in the community.
Okay. And I don't want to endorse a business here, but you know what? That's the kind of thing that needs to be encouraged.
Well, listen, I'm going to endorse Family Dollar. If you need a spokesperson, call me, because that's my favorite
You're not
store.
alone.
That's my favorite store. I can get my food, my light bread, my mayonnaise, some fried chicken and bacon and eggs.
Let me ask you this: does the store look good?
Oh, the store looks real good.
It's like an oasis in the center of this area that has been neglected. When I had my store down there, and I'm not going to throw out names because I don't want to. This isn't for me and my businesses, but I tried to do the same thing. Have an oasis, bring something nice and positive development. I hired from the community into that area. If Family Dollar will do it, I did it. Others will do it. And I'm telling you, in a few short years, we can look back at the Shelton Avenue corridor, and it's you can agree with me or disagree, but that's where it starts. It starts on the Shelton Avenue corridor, and when that thing is right, then all of a sudden you've got pride go. There's a whole lot of people down there that figured nobody cares about us, and it's been that way for a long time.
Absolutely, because I'm 120 years old, and they feel
Wait a minute,
like
you told me you were 96 a minute ago.
Well, I just aged just in the last for that sun. That sun made me age about 24 years.
Well, when Karen comes to the Shelton Avenue area, it's going to develop a pride and property values, property ownership. Positive things can happen there. You've got jobs. You've got jobs will come. Businesses will come. Businesses go where the business is. If you've got people there owning homes and making money, of course there's going to be places to shop and grocery stores. There once upon a time was.
It sure was. It was a booming area.
Of course it was. We ready to walk? We're ready to walk.
We ready to walk. Well, come on. We're going to walk and talk. I got a few questions I want to ask you.
You heard me for sipping on water.
Oh, no. You need some water. It's hot.
I was busy this morning and did not hydrate properly.
Well, we got to walk a little slower.
Walk slow.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen, I'm being very transparent, and so is Roger. And so I got some questions I'm going to ask Roger. And these are upfront questions. These are questions that the people want to know.
Okay.
Okay. From your standpoint, what in the past has failed and what has worked?
Okay. All right. When I came here in 1995, like I said, opened a business on the Shelton Avenue, on Shelton Avenue. The city of Statesville had a program. The program was for every dollar you borrowed in startup capital from a bank that you could show that you borrowed the dollar, they would loan you 20 cents. 20% of your loan value at what was then 5% money, which might have been basically free. But that 5% money was for the development of the business on that area. I took advantage of that and had a viable business and hired from the community on the south side.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, the city sponsored that deal. Where did it go? That was 1995. In a few short years, there was no sight of that. It was gone. Where did it go? Who took it away?
Well, who took it?
I don't know, but that needs to come back.
Okay, well, we're going to find out.
That's something that did work. That's something that worked.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you what didn't work. It wasn't much longer after that I got a tap on the shoulder at work, and somebody said, "You know, Raj, you've done a lot of things in your little corner of the world in Shelton Avenue here for this business. We would like you to be sit on the Statesville Appearance Commission." I said, "Okay, well, this sounds right up my alley. This is what we need to do in this neck of the woods." And I said, "Okay, we'll we'll take advantage of that. I went to a meeting. They talked about stuff. I went to another meeting. They talked about stuff. At the end of the day, the only money that was devoted to the south side of Statesville was $800.
Now wait a minute, back up one more time, because I want the people to really hear
Listen,
that.
I don't want to throw stones, because this has been some time ago, but you asked me the question what worked and what didn't.
Yeah, I want you to be
didn't work. Because when they said $800, I said, I want to be transparent. I said, that's good for a bush down there.
Right.
It's good for a bush.
$800.
That was it. But now I'm going to tell you, and not to show disrespect to a lot of the incoming and new candidates, but there's been some things done by the existing city council, not all of them. But I'll single out Michael Johnson and William Morgan right now.
Well, go on, talk. I want you to be transparent.
Because
The people, this is what the people
transparency, they are bringing some resources into the area. I just talked with Michael Johnson yesterday. He has a passion that is surprising for the same corridor we're talking about. That we've got to get resources down into the south side of Statesville, just like they've been up here in the north side of Statesville.
Right,
not
right.
$800. $800.
Because $800 gonna do.
We're talking
people like me. Listen, that
development.
$800.
You can't just do a paint job on a few buildings and expect that all of a sudden this place looks great and businesses are going to want to move in. It doesn't work like that.
Right. They wake up to violence every day. Now we just came across the bridge. Roger, tell them where we just came from.
Came across from Wilson Lee on the other side of Garnell Bagnall Boulevard. I mean Wilson Lee to the other side, the south side of Garnell Bagnall Boulevard.
Right now,
right here at the Boulevard.
Yeah, we at the Boulevard Grill. This is the grill. This is where I come sometime to get my rolling rocks. And don't judge me, because I ain't the one running. You know, I'm an old person. I can do what I want to do just about. But within reason. Okay, now we get ready to take a little stroll.
Okay, good.
And I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. My first questions, and you know this is at random. I don't got no specific question. Let's get on the sidewalk. Make sure you up in the camera. Make sure you at the camera. How do you change corruption in departments of safety? Now you know on all levels there is some type of accountability, and we all agree that on the local level they have failed this sector of South Statesville. Am I right? Can I don't want to lead you if you ain't feeling it, but I feel they have failed this lower sector. So how are you willing, or how are you going to?
I'll take some accountability for that.
Okay.
When you say we have failed,
and it's us.
I'm a part of the we.
Yeah, I am too. We French.
Look at that house right there.
The house right behind me,
okay.
Abandoned and empty.
Okay. Now, how have we failed? Have we ignored this community? This box that I keep describing in Southside, which includes where we're standing, includes what people call Rabbit Town over there, basically the Shelton Avenue quarter. Excuse me. Have we ignored this area of town? And when I say we, I say me.
And me too. Me too. I can only do so much though.
You can only do so much. To where this is okay. An abandoned property that used to be a historic home, like right across Garner Bagnall. But now, to call it corruption, and how do you handle corruption? You know,
you expose it.
What, corruption can't be tolerated.
Yeah.
But if I'm shown corruption, I want to see it if it exists.
Hey, I agree.
Now, I haven't had anybody point to me and say, well, right there is corruption. There is corruption right there. I haven't had anybody point that out to.
Right.
Can you point something out?
Yeah, I can point something out. I don't want to name drop, but I'm very transparent. But when you have a family that has people that works on the police force. Okay, and they live in this community, this impoverished community, what they call Southside, and they wreak havoc on other peoples and other groups of people. I wouldn't call them gang members. I just call them family, because that's a big family. But when they they got family on the police force, and they got inside information, and when they do stuff, they run back and call the police. Now, I think the police are using other people's lives. It's like a chess game to get a certain group of people. You know, and that's not right. I call that corruption. Now, I'm on the side of right.
As am I.
I'm on the side of right, so you shouldn't put other people's lives in danger just to get a group of people while the people that you're working with is causing chaos and confusion.
Well, if it had to happen off camera, I'd want it to happen off camera, but I'd want to know the specificity of that.
And I got the info for
because where, from my perspective, I saw on Saturday at the march, at the Stop the Violence March, a few members of law enforcement, it's particularly one, and I'm so disappointed I don't remember his name, but they're talking about helping him be a liaison to the community. Right. You know, I heard Bridget Nesbitt and I were talking a month or so ago, and she said, she used a term that embarrassingly I'd never heard, that snitches get stitches. Have you heard this?
Yeah, I done heard it. I'm 165 years old. I done heard a whole bunch of things.
You are aging fast.
Yeah,
I'm sit you down.
Yeah, that sweat, that heat. I done heard it before.
But
I'm gonna tell it. No, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. I don't care. I'm old enough.
I'll tell it like this. What environment have we propagated where that is okay? That is where a wrong has been. This is like something out of a movie.
Absolutely, I agree.
And it's got to stop.
And it's real. This is real life. People.
This is not a movie.
This
is real. If there are people in this community that are afraid to speak up, that are afraid to talk,
they are.
For whatever reason, if they're afraid to talk because I don't care if it's somebody else in the community, gang, law enforcement, it has to be addressed. It has to be stopped.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. But first, we got to expose. Let me get my camera back right. You know, my arm getting tired. We got to expose what's not right.
Yeah.
Like you said, what's not working.
No, that's what's.
And this is not working. The tactics that they're using. Well, look, I can look across the street. There's 2 abandoned houses right there. Yeah. Actually, 3 in a row. Right. 3 abandoned houses. Let me just can you come over to this side?
Yeah, sure.
I want to get you in the shot too. If y'all can see across the road. Come on this side of me, Roger, if you don't believe. On this side of the road, there's 3 abandoned houses.
Right
3.
There.
3. Absolutely 3.
Now here's my thing. Okay. This may sound politically elementary and naive. It may sound utopian, but look at this blue-gray house right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm working on the steel house. I'm working on renovation on the steel house. And I'm telling you right now, that house, these houses could be fixed.
Absolutely.
What is the efficacy of the city being involved, not to a point to wait till that needs to be torn down, but to wait to a point where that can be fixed? It can be fixed with a combination of private and public funds and efforts. And what's wrong with giving that house away to somebody in the community? I'm not talking about selling it. I'm not talking about it going to a landlord that's just going to turn around and rent it again and keep this 66% rental rate high. What's the matter with taking these houses right here and having them renovated to a point to where somebody that's in this community that has a need, we give them that house. They'll mow the grass. They're a homeowner. The house looks good. The property value goes up. Then the property value over there goes up. The property value of my house goes up. Everybody wins. Business come. They look at things like, they look at ownership demographics. When we say what hasn't been working, and you talk about the police and enforcement, and I don't even want to add a hint that I've seen anything with corruption, because I haven't. But that's just me.
Right.
You point it out to me, I'll look at it.
I got the.
But I'll say this.
Okay.
It's not just one effort. Do you have to have police? Yeah, you gotta have police.
Absolutely.
Enforcement is important.
Hell yeah, I got to have the police. I need the police.
I want them around my house. I want them when something trouble happens, I got somebody to call. But it's not the singular answer to a community that's been ignored. Just throw more law enforcement in there to come in there and figure it out.
I'm so glad you went there.
That's not the answer. It's a answer. It's a part of a big picture, an answer. It's a battle that has to happen on many fronts. And not the least of the front is what we were just talking about right there. You figure out how to handle that house right there and get it in the hands of somebody that's going to mow the grass.
And you know, I'm so glad you brung that up. You said in your statement just now, more police officer is not the problem.
No.
I just seen, you know, I was at that city council meeting.
Yeah.
You know, my hip done went up now because it means something, because I was there in the flesh. Junebug Gibber was there, and Roger was there, and they hired 8 new police officers.
And I won't say that they didn't have a need. I'm not informed, but it wasn't a need that needed to say, look, we got to save them Southside.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is a community that is on the threshold of greatness to a point where it can grow. Charlotte's come north, Mooresville's come north. We're at the intersection of 2 interstates. We got so much development going on. We might need a whole lot more police.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because you want somebody to be on the other end of the phone when you got a problem.
Absolutely, and I agree
hope
with that.
the phone calls is, my cat's in the tree. That's what I want the phone call to be. Not, we got a house over there that's been shot at.
Right.
That's not the problem that I want a policeman called for.
Accountability. You know, she said, how you doing, sister? Hey, how you doing? Praise the Lord. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's been glad to be among the living and not the dead, ain't it?
Yes,
Let's give us another chance to get it right.
Yes, it does.
Just let me reiterate, ain't nobody perfect. I don't care how many zeros you got behind your name or what kind of car you drive. See, my hip went up right there. That means something. What kind of car you drive? What kind of
don't matter.
Right,
you know
because you can't
matters?
take none of that with you.
Judgment Day, when the Lord come back.
Oh, you a believer?
Yes, I am.
I am a believer.
Won't he do it?
Don't he do it? It ain't won't. Don't he do it?
Yeah, don't he do
Thank
it?
you. My hip done went up too.
That was the devil, honey.
Yeah, well, get off me. Get off me. That was the devil. Me and the devil ain't friends.
Yeah, I'm about to shout. Don't he do it?
Don't he do it?
Yes, he do it.
Don't he do it?
Yes. Glory.
Well, I don't have much time because we got a tight itinerary schedule already. They done set before me. But once again, I want to thank Roger for taking out his time to come and speak to the community. You know, because this is what we need. We need more people like Roger to come out in these poorest areas. He ain't afraid. He is not. Oh,
say go vote.
Go vote. Go vote.
Go vote.
Go vote. You heard it from a worker at the grill. Go vote.
And try Jesus. You know,
and try.
Want to worship at 11 o'clock.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Don't be rude. That's the devil.
Wait a minute. I got some other pillars of the community over there.
I said, try Jesus.
Oh, she said try. Once you try him, you won't need nothing else. I know that wig don't went sideways. I know that wig don't went sideways because it's hot as hell out here. I ain't lying. I'm being very transparent.
Famous.
But look, how you doing? Hey, little mama, I told you I was coming over here, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I did. I want you to come step, if you can, step up to the camera and tell them your name and how long you been in the community. You've been in the community just as long as I am. You're about 120 years old too.
Pretty near.
Pretty near. Tell them your name. Tell them your name.
Harriet Smyers.
How's it Smyers?
Yeah, been here for about 23 years.
23 years, and you've been living, and you see a lot of things go on. You on the strip, what we call the strip.
That's exactly right.
And you see everything, don't you?
Yep.
You see the bad and the good, don't you?
I sure do.
You see who doing it and trying it and who ain't, don't you?
Exactly.
So what's your thing? What's your thoughts? What can be done?
Everybody need to straighten up.
Everybody need to straighten up and what accountability.
Help one another.
And help one another. We got to help one another, us.
With love, not with hate.
With the love. She said that, bet you can't get no better than that. We got to help us with love and not hate. Love and not hate. Tell me how old you is one more time.
64.
She's 64 years. I'm a little older than her. I'm a whole bunch older than her. But thank you so much for your time. I ain't gonna keep you. I love you too. You hear that? Now that's love right there. She just said I love you, just straight out of the blue. I love you too. I love each and every one of you.
I know you do.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
No room for hatred.
No room for hatred. See, love goes where hate is not allowed.
Right.
Okay, so we gonna get on back over here to Roger because we ain't quite done with him yet. And we gonna get back with you with our next candidates coming up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Real News with Junebug Gilbert. We just getting started. Don't be tardy for the damn party. All right, I'm signing off for right now, but I'll be back. I'll be back.
Y'all have a